Hey, hi everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. I'm in Azure. Hope you all are doing good and safe wherever you are. So today I'm back with a new content on Azure, which is Azure API Management. So I would like to explain what is this service all about. So as the name suggests, it's API management. That means it's gonna manage your APIs. Your APIs can be uh, of a SOAP-based APIs, or those APIs may be deployed on some cloud services, or else it can be even a simple REST API which is deployed on-premise. And if you have the Swagger UI, you can just integrate it with the Azure API management, and it will help you with its features. So let's get started on that. So yeah, before that, I would like to help you understand what is API. So API is the acronym for Application Programming Interface, which is a kind of layer or a software intermittently that allows two applications to talk to each other. So if uh, if you take a real-time example, let's say you're trying to book a flight on a airline website, and what you do is you generally go to their website and you choose for the date for the departure, then the class that you want to go with, and your the destination. Then you will fill the dates and the other parameters, and you will just send out a request. Then what eventually happened is it will basically it will I mean a request will be sent to airlines database, and at the back end it will check its own database, and it will see if the seats are available for the dates that we have given, and what are the costs for that date range, and you will see it on the UI. So this is how, if a standalone application or web application which is hosted by a particular company, and they own their own set of APIs, they use like that. But if you consider a traveling service like Make My Trip or Yatra or IBBO, so what they essentially do is when you go to that website, they also ask you to book flights or train tickets or hotel tickets, the other things also. But when you request with the same kind of destination, then the time range and business class, everything, what they essentially do is they will just go and call the APIs that is provided by the airline. And now what the API will do is it will check in its backend in the database, and if there are any seats available, then it will return it in the response. That response is consumed by this travel services, and they show it on the UI. So that is where the APIs plays a crucial role. So every company today just exposes their APIs and make available to the users, and they can just go and consume those APIs and create a new kind of application on top of those APIs. So today, major companies like Google, eBay, Amazon, even the Azure also expose their APIs. You can just add them or integrate them in your own application, and you can use them. So over the years, the API has been, there has been a lot of changes that API design, in terms of API design, in terms of development, in terms of security. And also when you look at the earlier days, there were completely SOAP-based APIs. So they exposed those APIs and you get an XML response. Then they changed those APIs to REST-based APIs, where you can call using HTTP or HTTPS, and you can just get JSON as a response. But this is all about API. So our today's agenda is we're going to talk on how Azure help us to manage these APIs with the help of Azure API Management as a service. So let me share my screen. Yeah. Okay. So let me take out pen. Yeah, fine. So essentially, Azure out of box supports API management as a gives you API management as a service, where they offer a set of tools. I can say a set of tools that they have a gateway, then API management plane, then a development portal that will help you to basically manage your APIs. And what essentially they do is they just provide you an interface. You just have to import your APIs, and on top of your APIs you can add some kind of policies. You can add uh, monitoring service, you can add authentication service as a security point of view, or else you can add some kind of documentation for your API with the help of this API management. If you're still not sure what I'm talking about, I will just show you that everything in the Azure portal. But if I start with this for now, I will just give you some highlight or some points about what is this individual component will do in the API management. So the gateway is the first component, that is where your clients will be reaching. That means your clients will request here in the example that I've given earlier. It can be a travel agent, or else if you are using Microsoft APIs, there we will be the client. So we're gonna use those APIs. Those APIs will be passed to gateway, and as a backend, we will configure different things. As I mentioned, you can have a Azure web app, or else you can have Kubernetes service, function apps, logic apps, then service fabric, all these services in the backend. And your call eventually will pass through this gateway. It will validate the policies that we're going to assign on this gateway. It can be a security kind of policies, or it can be some API keys, certificates, or JWT tokens, or else we can also configure some kind of limits also, like the IP filtering, or else how many times a particular user hit my API. If we don't want to hit a person multiple times within a period of time, then you can also restrict that you might have seen the HTTP code 429, which is for too many requests. So you can all configure that inside the gate, not the gateway. You can configure that in the API management plane, but all that validation checks happens at the gateway. Gateway is responsible for validating that. It will also make sure see, basically, if you have a legacy response kind of API that returns XML, and you want to convert it as a JSON, and you want to return JSON to the end user, then also that kind of policy is available in the gateway. So basically, gateway helps you to transfer your input request as well as your output responses that you basically specify in your policy statement. Also, we can add cache. It can be an inbuilt cache. Again, API management out of box supports inbuilt cache, or else you can integrate Redis also to this API management, and you can get benefit out of that as well. So all that validations will be taken care by gateway. So gateway is the first reach point to the users. And also you can host your self-hosted gateways also. So customers can deploy API gateways to their own environment, where they can host their APIs to consume API traffic and ensure compliance with their local regulations and guidelines. So that is some bit on the gateway. Then the management plane is where you can actually the API developers or else the API providers, like the airline service or Google, or else the Salesforce team, or else the Microsoft team. All they just can give you the JSON file, or else they can use some visual code extensions, all these things, and they can basically input or import those files, or else the extensions into this management plane by using this management plane, and they can build the APIs. Also, there has been a lot of support from this management plane as well. You can use a wide range of sources, which includes the Open API, which is the Swagger specification. Then also you can use compute services, Azure compute services, like not just the compute services, but basically the Azure services like web apps, or else logic apps, Kubernetes service, microservice, all these things you can use as a API schema to import into this management plane. Also, what you can do is you can package a set of policies, not the policies, APIs as a product, and you can offer it to your end user, so that the end user can see a particular set of APIs, not the complete set. And as I mentioned earlier, a policies is a place where the management plays a great role. So inside management plane only, you will create your policies, and you can assign it at different levels that we're gonna see soon. Other things like you can get metrics also from the API management. You can this is again available on the Azure portal. I will show you this once we go to portal, once we create our API management on the portal, and I will just go through that. Then if I talk about development portal, it is a kind of interactive interface where the app developers can come and test their APIs. They can just subscribe to a set of APIs. They can test the APIs, then they can read some kind of documentation for those APIs. Also, the developers who want to use these API services, they have to come to this portal and they have to subscribe to that product and the set of in the sense a set of APIs, and then they can start using these APIs basically. And also this development portal also helps you to download the API definitions and to manage the API keys as well. So you can get the subscription keys, you can rotate those subscription keys, all those things you can do on the fly on the development portal. So I will show you that as well. And also there are some set of Azure services with which you can, the API management can directly interact to these services with the help of managed identity. So you can talk with your key vault if you want to collect some kind of secrets or keys, all those things. This API management can be integrated with application insights, Azure Monitor to monitor your services. Also, you can integrate with your Azure AD. Basically, this is again for the authorization. It can also work well with event hubs for streaming events and the other services as well, basically. So I just listed these points in my next tabs as well, so I can just go through them. You can go through that. Then if I talk about pricing is something that basically everyone will be interested if you are working with Azure environment, or else for that matter any cloud. So let me bring that up as well. So you can select the region. This is the pricing model that they have in place today. Like you can go with consumption model, which is a serverless version of API management. So you just have to pay for the time you use that service. That is, you will be billed per execution whenever some request hitting your services or your endpoints. That is where your consumption will basically happen. And you have the other services, other plans such as developer, basic, standard, premium, and isolated. So as you go from the developer version to premium version, you will definitely get some kind of benefits, and the cost varies from nearly $48 per month to $2,800 per month. And you will get, as I mentioned, you have this cache support as well, starting from 10 MB to 5 GB in the premium. Also, you have multi-region deployment support as well, which is available with the premium edition today. Yeah, these are some kind of features that it offers out of box. You can always check out what kind of tier that will be beneficial for you when you're gonna use this. I'm gonna post this link in the chat window as well. Sorry, not the chat, in the description. Yeah, so I hope we have covered a bit of theory on Azure API management. Let's go and see how we can actually deploy that inside Azure. So you can just go here and call API management. Yeah, there you go. You have API management services. I have one already created. It is in activating state, but let that create. So I will show you how we generally go and what all the tabs we have. So initially you have to select your subscription, then the resource group. Then you have to select your region. Better you choose the region nearest to you, or your users who are going to use the service a lot. And you have to provide a resource name with which you will be able to locate your instance on the Azure portal. Then your organization name and your email ID. I will just put some random email here for now, because I have one already created. So I will show you that. Then, as I mentioned, with the tiers, you can just select your pricing tier. It supports all this, and they have some kind of SLA for that. And the next one is monitoring. As I mentioned, if you enable this application insight, it will basically collect all your logs, alerts. You can enable alerts for this. You can monitor your request, response going out, errors, everything by enabling this application insight. And also you can query your log analytics also. Then scaling is something that is supported only with the versions that is above developer version. So you can once you have this enabled, you don't need to worry on the scaling also. If your traffic is growing, it will automatically add one instance to your API management, and your traffic will be controlled without any problem. And managed instance is where if you enable this, a system defined managed instance will be created that will be helpful to interact with your Azure services internally, like and Azure Key Vault or other services that support managed instance. You can also create a virtual network which will help you basically so that only a set of users from this virtual network only be able to access your API management. So they have to be within the network to connect to your API management. Also, this protocol settings will give you some kind of security on top of that, and you can add tags, then final, review plus install. So this is at the backend just validating some kind of policies and whether you have quotas or not. All those things it validate, and if everything is good, it will just allow you to create this API management. So when you click on create, an instance will start deployed into your resource group that you have selected, but it will take some time, around 30 to 20 to 30 minutes. So I have one already created, so I'm not going to create this, but this is how you generally create. So I have already created, I have started the deployment here. And when you look at this, it started from the deployment, then it started once the deployment completed, now it is in activating stage. Once this is online, you will be able to see this as an online. So basically we have to wait for some time. And meanwhile, I will just show you some kind of options or else features that we have with your API management service. So you can see activity logs here, what all the actions that are happening on your management service. Then IAM controller, IAM control, access control is where you can assign some users here and allow them to access these services like API management, or else you can assign the user on the resource group or on particular resources as well. So you can add tags. If you added those any tags, you will be able to see it here. Then events, this is for streaming. Then this is the API section where you generally import your APIs. So it says the service is getting ready. Once we have it online, then you will be able to see it here. But this is the place where you will be importing your APIs, and products is a place where you will be able to group a set of APIs, and uh, you will expose that to the outside world. So the developer or other person who is using those APIs have to be subscribed to this particular product. Right now you are not seeing anything, but once we have uh, this service up and running, you will be able to see, or else we will create some products as well going further. And if you look at this product lets you group APIs, you can define a set of rules for that. I mean, terms of usage, then policies, some kind of policies. Actually, yeah, again, policies can be assigned at different scopes. As I mentioned, there are a set of policies like you can filter IPs, you can rate limit your call request, you can change your input output responses. There are a kind of set of policies that you can assign at API level, or else at inside API at different operation level as well, or else you can assign policies on product as well. So that is the case. Then we have a service, then we have a subscription. So subscription is where you basically I mean, there will be a set of subscriptions for which users has to be subscribed first. Then only they will be able to use your products in the sense, again, a set of APIs. Then we will cover the rest of the things later. The what is this named values, then backend APIs is the API. This will basically help you to manage resources which are considered as the backend services for your API. We will talk on this API tags, then platform, power platform, all this in upcoming videos. For now, I have mentioned something about this developer portal as well. So this is the portal which will give you an UI where the developers can go and test their APIs basically. So I will show you this once this is up and running. Then in the users list, you will be able to see. Okay, so this is not yet active. So basically, you will see who all the peoples that have activated to your service. So as I mentioned, if people want to use these services or the endpoints, they have to subscribe, right? So the subscribed users you will be basically able to see here. So these two are the main things that are there on the Azure portal. You can add the authentication, everything later. Also, you can monitor, you can look at the analytics, you can integrate this with application insight, you can configure metrics, sorry, not the metrics, you can configure alerts as well, so that if something goes down, or else if your if your capacity is very less, then you can, sorry, you can set some alerts, then the admin can get alerts and they can take care of these things. Then you can change pricing from here as well whenever you want, but if you want to change your pricing, it basically takes a lot of time. I mean, again, it will take some 10 to 15 minutes. And here you can change your units as well. So basic supports today only 2 units. Standard has 4, I believe. Yeah, 4 is the maximum. And premium, yeah, I don't think it has some limit. You can always check here. Yeah. Okay, so it says you can scale out 1 here, then 2, 4, and 12 per region. So you can add more when you reach out to Microsoft. They will help you in increasing this 12 range also. So that is what. Yeah, let's see. Cancel. Yeah, the rest of the things we can always look back. Yeah, this external cache is one thing that yeah, I will discard. Yeah, right now you don't have any cache, and you can always add the custom cache as well. You can add your Redis connection here, and you will be able to see that. So we're gonna do that in our upcoming videos. Not in hurry. So you can add a custom domain to your API management instance as well. That will change your subdomain. Basically, when you look at your overview, you will be able to see here So your development portal is actually available with Azure-API.NET extension. So you can change it by using that custom domain. Yeah, we will talk on that later in the next video. But if you look at this, now the status is active. So you will be able to see some kind of actions that you can do here. Yeah, if you look at now, the products has a starter and unlimited, which is again, you can control access to this as well, whether you want this to be useful, used by admins, developers, or guests. You can do that. Also, you have a set of subscriptions. So a person who is having access to these subscriptions basically be able to use these products. Well, we will create some subscriptions and products as we go along. But for now, I will show you how to import APIs, or else let's just go here API. You will be able to see. Yeah. So let's not import now. For now, I will show you this default one that Microsoft out of box supports. So which is Echo API. Yeah, this has a set of operations. So I mentioned you can assign policies at operations. So this is where you can just select your this request or else operations, and you can assign policies to this. So when you click on that, you will have something called front end, then back end. So your front end is the call that will hit, like if you want to call this endpoint, what you have to essentially do is you have to get your base URL and add this uh, extension /resource with a put request. So this will directly call this as this endpoint. And in the inbound process, you can add policies if you want. As I mentioned, there are a set of policies that we are gonna see as we go along. So here are the set of policies related to cache. Then we have some policies, access restriction policies, then some kind of advanced policies, course related policies. This is transformation policies. I talked about converting JSON to XML. So this is that policy. Yeah, we have a set of policies. We're gonna see them as we go along. And if you want to test it here, you can directly come here and you can test it here also. This is basically the management plane. So you can come here and let's see a get request, easy one. Yeah, and if you look at this, this is cached. That means a cached policy is assigned on this, and you can just hit send. Yeah, if you look at this, you got a response 200 with a yeah, we haven't passed any parameters, so we were not able to get anything. So but you got this HTTP request, right? Sorry, the 200 response. I think we don't have anything here, or else we just have to pass some parameters, and by default yeah, it uses echo command, so we have to pass something. But let's import something. Yeah, so I mentioned it supports different schemas, API schemas. You can use your Swagger JSON file. You can use WSDL, which is soap-based APIs. You will have XML representation of a file that you have to import here. Then it out of box supports Azure resources as well. As I mentioned, it supports API app services where your APIs are hosted. You can use logic apps, which is a workflow kind of model. Then you can use Azure serverless function apps as well. Then you can use containerized apps as well. Again, this is where you deploy your microservices basically. And it supports graphical. It started supporting graphical QL, which is in preview mode for now. So you can use that as well when it is publicly available. So for now, let's go with this one, Open API. And this is a JSON file that Microsoft today have it in their portal. So it has a set of APIs that you can use. This is again a Swagger URL, so you can just use this. And if you go to full, you have some additional properties that you can configure. So right now you see no product is selected, so that means you are not going to add your service, the API set that you're going to create. you're not going to add to any product, or else if you want to add, you can always add, but we're going to do it later also. So let's do that. And gateways, I'm going to use the managed one. I'm not going to use any self-hosted one. So for now, we are good with this, and let's create. Now this will give you a set of APIs which are available with this JSON. Let this append running. I will show you some kind of APIs as well. Or else let me come here, HTTPS. Oh, sorry. Okay, so this is available now. So what I will do is, so it has some kind of operations to get your sections, speaker details, and topic details, all these things. So again, you can always add your products or whom you want to use this demo configure API, and whether you want to add some kind of authentication to this, you can always add here in the settings. So we're going to do that in this section as well, in this session. So let's just go to test and let's see if it is giving some kind of response or not. Yeah, let's go with get sessions and send. Yeah, you see 200 response and with some response. So this is a response that is given by this endpoint. Yeah, you can add revisions as well. If you have any revisions, you can always add, and it will track the history of the changes that you do to this deployment basically. So let's yeah, so this is about the I mean how you generally import your APIs and how you can test it. But if you want to look at the development portal, you can click on here. But before that, what we're gonna do is we have created, or else we have imported this API, right? So let's just first publish that. So in order to publish, you can just come here to the products, not to the products. Okay, overview, backend, API. Okay, you have to come here basically. So if you want to look at all those details in the development portal, you have to come to this portal overview, and then you have to publish it from here. Also, in order to look at your APIs in a portal, you have to enable cards. If you have some kind of cards rules, you can always enable them on your individual APIs by using cards as a policy. You can add those policies. We will look that also. And let's go to Azure portal now. Sorry, the development portal now. So on the first look, how it gives you is it will give you a customization window. In order to connect to this window, you basically have to open incognito mode, and you have to open the same URL. Then you will be able to open the URLs basically. But for now, let's do this. I will show you how you can customize your window also, so that when some developer or some person who want to use your API, how they can come to this portal and how they look at your UI. So we can all configure that here. So let's wait for a minute. Yeah, so if you look at this, this will give you this will help you to customize everything. You can just change your name here. You can change the styling, everything basically, the styling, the alignment as well. Then you want it bold, italic, color, format, everything you can change. You can change your logo as well if you want to. You can just import or upload some kind of file. Picture, logo, there you go. So you can just upload, and you can just yeah, so you have it here, and you can give some size to that, and you basically have to save this. So it will take some time to save this. So you can come here now and go to your development portal, and now you have to publish this. It says your development portal has not been published, so we have published it. So it will have the revisions, what all the changes we have done to our portal, but it will take some time to reflect. So what I will do is I will just open it in a new incognito mode. So let's just go to incognito and open it here. The content is yet to publish, so we have to wait for a minute. So you will be able to see that as well. When you go to revision, it will give you the status here. Yeah, it's still saying publishing, so we have to wait for a minute. So once we have it ready, we will be able to see it on the incognito. Let's just give a minute here. Yeah, this says it will take some few minutes, but basically if you're gonna change even your pricing also, it will take some time. So let's say you want to change, I mean, if you want your API management service to have multi-region deployment, which is only available with the premier tier, then you have to change this. Now, when you change this, it will take around, again, same time, around 15 to 30 minutes. Yeah, let's just discard this. See, you have this alerts analytics as well. You can look at based on the timeline, geographic location, or else the APIs. With you will have a set of APIs, right? So we have triggered twice, one call in this and one call in this. So you are seeing that. Also from the user point as well, it will list that. So we have this 2 successful requests. It will list the failed request as well. And if you have app insight configured, you will be able to see it here. That point I already covered. Yeah, primarily it is available only in one location, and it says if you want to upgrade, you have to go to premium tier. Let's see if the version has been changed or not. Okay, so it stays completed, so we can go and see now. I'm just refreshing this. So if you look at this, whenever I give this URL to any user, they will come and they will be able to see this. If you want to customize this, you can always customize this to a next level. But let's go with this. So let's say I'm a fresh user that I don't know anything about this, and I have to use the APIs that is given by this IamInAzure instance now. First I have to sign in basically, but if I click on APIs, I will be able to see some kind of APIs. These are exposed right now. You don't need to sign in. So these are exposed to outside. So, but you are not able to see the other API because we haven't added it to that product, like unlimited product or the starter product. So that is why you are not able to see. But let's go with the sign up process first. So I have created a separate account only for this tutorial. So let me go with this. Okay, I created a Gmail account. Sorry. And once you register for this, it will basically, yeah, let me just give some random name here. And I have to add this CAPTCHA. So once you fill everything, you will get a mail on your mailbox. You have to go and activate that. So let's just see that in action as well. Yeah, so now the sign up is done, and an instruction has been sent to your mail. So I will just go to my mailbox. What I will do is okay. Okay, I will open my Gmail. I'm sorry. Okay, let me open it here itself. Oh God. Oh, looks like I forgot my password. Yeah, here you go. So you will get some message like this, or else a mail like this. So dear test, thank you for joining this program. And in order to activate, please go through this link. So you can just click on this, and this will basically open the same thing. Here I just have to input my details again. So I'm in azure7@gmail.com, and I will enter my password. Yeah, so now I am here, and now if I go to APIs, I won't be able I still won't be able to see this. I mean the API that we have created or configured, and when you go to products, you will be able to see the products, the starter and the unlimited. So I will show you how to use this, but let's go here and let's try to call this API one more time. So let's go to this and try it now. So you can pass parameters, or else I will just go with send request. Okay, now if you look at this message, it says 401 denied. And when you come down, it says access denied due to missing subscription key. Now why this happened is, so you have to basically add your subscription key. Now what is the subscription key? This is the key you will get only when you subscribe to this particular product. That is this Echo API related product. Now this API related product is actually available inside these two as well. So when you go to APIs and click on this, okay, not here, but when you go to portal, Azure portal, and if you look at the API, and when you go to this Echo API and settings, you will be able to see it is available with the products. So it is available with starter and unlimited product now. And also you will be able to see when you test it from here, it is automatically giving you some API key. So let's just select some action here, and when you scroll down, yeah, you see this subscription key is already available. Some key is already available here for you when you use this portal, because you connected with this admin, so you are able to see that. But if you want to subscribe to this, what you have to do is you basically come to your portal again, I mean your incognito, go to product and select any one product, because the API is available in both the products. Sorry, both the subscriptions, not subscription products. So you have to come here, and you can give some name to your subscription. So what I will do is, so this is my separate account, right? So what I will do is, I will do developer one, and I will click on subscribe. Yeah, now you see, now I'm subscribed here, and I have some keys. I have primary key, secondary key. I can use any one. or else if I want to regenerate, I can regenerate. And the APIs that I will be able to say is the APIs that are there in this product now. Now let's just copy any one here. So let's just copy this, and we're going to use this with our API calls now. So let's go and get and go here. Yeah, now if you look at this, you can use any one, primary or secondary. Let's go with primary and try it out. And you see the subscription key is available here. Now let's go and send the request. Now you see this, you got 200 requests. So this is how it works. So I will show you something on products as well. Let's say if I have to use the other, the service that I have created, which is my conference API set. So I can just go to settings. I can just come here. I can add to the existing product, or else what I can do is I can just come here and I will create a separate product. So what I will do is conference product. That's the name that I want to give to my product. It has some ID that is the same that we get as here, and published. And so you can expose this product again. Like, do we need to have any subscription to use this product? So if yes, then you can check this. Also, if someone requests for this product, do you want an approval from the admin? If you want that, you can also enable this. For now, I'm just not adding this. You can add subscription limits to this product as well. If you have any legal terms, you can add that will be listed on your products. And if you can add APIs here. So what all APIs that you want. Okay, so this is not working. I will just add it later. Okay, so let's add some description. This is a new product created as a part of demo, and let's create. So this will eventually create a product. We're gonna select this product there. So this is right now available only to the administration admins. So we're gonna go inside that, go to settings. We're gonna change we're gonna change the control for this. Yeah, so let's change this, add a group. You can add developers, guests as well, and subscriptions. Add a new subscription. If you want to add a new subscription, we can add. Yeah, you can create a new subscription, but let's not do that for now. Also, I mentioned you can add policies at the product level as well, that we're gonna see it in the next section, but I'm just showing you how the UI will look like. And here is the APIs. You can add APIs. So I'm just going to add this. I'm not going to add this echo API. So we are good with this. Yeah. And when you go here and in the users, you will be able to see the user that we have created. And he's in active state. We can always reset his details, or we can block his details, do whatever we want on this user. Okay, so we have the product that is configure product. So let's go to API, and we will add this to this, so that if a user want to use this API, they have to use this product. They have to subscribe to this product. Yeah, so this product is added here. We have configured that in the products itself. So let's just save this. Yep. Now let's go to this portal and go to APIs. See, you are able to see your API here. Now, in order to use this, basically, even if you try it now, get sections and try it now, it will ask for you the subscription ID. Now you don't have anything, access denied, you will get the same message. So what you have to do is you have to subscribe to this product first. So go to products, and this is the product. Now when you click on this, this will list you the APIs, a set of APIs that you can get access to when you go to this product. So let's just go with this. Just putting this conference subscription, and let's just subscribe to this. So I am subscribed to this, and this is my new set of primary key and secondary keys. So I can use this keys in order to get API response for these API set. That is my this API. So I will just show you that. Yeah, now test it, and you see this get automatically populated, and you can send the request. Yeah, there you go, how it works. Yeah, that's all I actually have for today. I'm gonna explain you what is this subscription product and how can we create policies, what are the different type of policies we have, and also I will touch base some points on other I'm sorry, yeah, some points on other features that are available in the API management in my next section. Hope you like the content, and please subscribe to the channel and share this content so that even if you are not using, someone in your colleagues or else friends might get benefited with this. And if you have any questions or you need some help on this session, or for that matter any session on Azure, please put a message or do comment on the comment section so that I will be frequently reading those comments. I will be happy to help you on that, and also happy to create some sessions based on your requirements. Yeah, thank you so much. Take care. Thank you. Bye.